Thank you for joining us on This Is Exclusive. It's 7 p.m. and we are coming to you with 3 stories on the show exclusively, starting with that big space moment. We're expecting some inputs on the show this evening. The first round of remarks after Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla landed on the International Space Station. He's the first Indian to do that. And on the show for the first time since Operation Sindoor, 2 months after Operation Sindoor, Pakistan admitting to how China supplied intel to them during the operation on India's air defense. All that and more coming up. Here are the headlines on This Is Exclusive.
Mission 4, Commander Peggy Whitson, the first one across the A-Pass hatch, receiving great big hugs from Nicole Ayers and the expedition's 73 crew.
Axiom 4 crew inside the International Space Station. Docking process complete. Marks the beginning of a 14-day mission. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla officially the first Indian now on the International Space Station. Celebrations across India after docking successfully on the International Space Station. Celebrations at Shubhanshu Shukla's hometown in Lucknow. A big win for forces in Jammu and Kashmir's Udhampur. Top Jaish commander trained by the Pakistani army neutralized in the encounter 2 weeks after Operation Sindoor. It's the first ever admission on record by Pakistan about China's role in Operation Sindoor. The government in Pakistan admits China shared intel about India post-Pahalgam. There's anger in Bollywood over Diljit Dosanjh's movie featuring a Pakistani actress. Different film bodies now calling for complete boycott of Diljit Dosanjh. 2 months after Operation Sindoor, ladies and gentlemen, we have Pakistan pushing terror once again. A terrorist from Pakistan, trained by the Pakistani army, neutralized a few hours back in Udhampur, Jammu and Kashmir. I have the exclusive pictures for the first time since Operation Sindoor. Another Pakistani terrorist eliminated by our forces successfully, trained by Masood Azhar's Jaish-e-Mohammed. He belonged to the Jaish-e-Mohammed. And he was trained by the Pakistan SSG, the special forces in Pakistan. And he was evasive since 2024, entered India in 2024. And we have exclusive pictures. Let's show you the pictures. First up, exclusive pictures on Republic of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist who was eliminated today in Udhampur. And how our forces managed to track him down and eliminate him. The encounter was ahead of Amarnath Yatra. There is a heightened security, and he was tracked, he was eliminated. My colleague Gursimran joining us with the details of the Jaish terrorist who was eliminated. There are more details, in fact, coming in of the role of this terrorist in the valley in the last few days. Exclusive picture there on the right of your screen of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist. His name is Maulvi. He was codenamed Maulvi. He's a Jaish commander, and he's been killed in the Udhampur encounter. Codenamed Maulvi, he infiltrated with a group of Jaish terrorists in April 2024, escaped from another encounter that was on in Katua in September 2024, and we've managed to track him down and eliminate him 2 months after Operation Sindoor. Another Pakistani terrorist from Pakistan, trained in Pakistan, trained by Masood Azhar's Jaish and Pakistani army alike. Gursimran. This shows that Pakistani terrorists are still active. India had said after Operation Sindoor that any terror attack would be deemed as an act of war. Any terror attack on Indian soil will be deemed as an act of war.
Yes, Niranjan, you have rightly mentioned that 2 months after the Operation Sindoor, today is the 51st day of the Operation Sindoor, and now the Pakistani terrorists who were operating inside India, they are on the radar of the security forces. Today morning, the special forces of the Indian Army, they were operating in the area of, it is the Kuru Nala area, where they were operating in the Basantgarh area of Udhampur district, when they got the intel about the movement of the 4 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed in the area, after which the operation was launched. And during the initial exchange of fire with the terrorists, there was a hit that the security forces were confirmed, but due to the low visibility, dense fog that was prevailing in the area, it was only 10 to 15 meter visibility that was there. It took forces time, but by the afternoon, we are told by the sources in the Indian Army as well as the Jammu and Kashmir police that 1 terrorist has been killed. Now we are getting the confirmation that it was Maulvi who infiltrated along with the Jaish-e-Mohammed group. He was leading that group. He was the commander of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, was seen carrying a M4 rifle along with him. That is usually given to the commanders by Jaish-e-Mohammed. He was trained by the Pakistani Special Services Group, which is an elite Pakistani army force, and they have been training the terrorists to carry out havoc in Jammu and Kashmir to target the security forces and the civilians. He escaped an encounter.
I'm going to have to interrupt you there, Gursimran, because we're getting a live feed. We've had a historic moment today. Stay with me. We've had a historic moment today where Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla has become the first Indian to land on the International Space Station. The crew is speaking live. I'm cutting across. That's a live feed.
All smiling faces. And with your arrival, right now, there are 11 astronauts from 6 countries, and all of us are here in order to advance human space exploration and scientific research, symbolizing international cooperation. So from this moment, you are also a part of Expedition 73. And once again, welcome aboard. And I will pass the microphone to Action for Commander Peggy Whitson.
Thank you so much, Tak, and for the 73 crew as well. We appreciate being invited in. You guys are exceptional hosts, and hopefully you'll think we're exceptional guests at the end of a couple of weeks. But we're looking forward to getting a lot of work done with you guys, and I really appreciate all the support you've provided to us in advance of actually even getting here. I think that's very unique and special about you. And the best part about being a commander on a mission with all rookies is you get to watch the rookies go through it for the first time, and it helps you remember some of the things you went through the first time, but it also, it's just very special to get to relive the experience again through these guys. And so I'd like to give these guys their astronaut pins. So we'll start with Shubhanshu Shukla, astronaut number 634.
Wow.
Okay, that's a live briefing from the International Space Station. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, astronaut number 634. And he's getting that badge. That briefing continues. Let's cut back live.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and get these out.
Thank you, Peggy. Oh, so I am number 634. That's a privilege. No, but to be fair, it is a privilege to be amongst the few who have got the chance to see the Earth from a vantage point that I have been able to see now. It has been a wonderful ride. It has been great, and I was looking forward to come to space. It is something to look forward to as such. But the minute I entered the International Space Station and you guys, this crew, you just made me feel so welcome, as if you literally opened your doors, like your house doors for us. That's true. So, but it was fantastic. I feel even better. Whatever expectation I had of coming here, they were surpassed by the view. Of course, that's the big part of it, but by you guys as well. So thank you so much. I think this was fantastic. This is wonderful, and I'm very, very confident that the next 14 days are going to be amazing, doing, as you said, advancing science and research and working together. Thank you so much.
And number 635, Slawosz, Uznanski-Wisniewski. Slav, go for it.
Thank you, Peggy. And thank you all for such a warm welcome to the International Space Station. Expedition 73, 11 people. I remember this moment from our training that we met already once before, all of us, in Houston, and now we are meeting up here on the International Space Station. So this is such a tremendous place. For me as an engineer and a scientist, this is an ultimate scientific laboratory where we come to do science, to test our technologies of our countries, to do technology demonstrators and science outreach that I can't wait to do for the next 2 weeks. And we will all try to do the best representing our countries. I represent Poland for the first time on the International Space Station, as well as ESA, not for the first time. So ESA had, as an international partner, had a lot of missions to the ISS, but Poland, this is for the first time. So thank you for having us, and we are very honored to be here among you. As you said, 6 nationalities. We bring 3 extra ones, and we can't wait to spend this time together. Thank you.
And last but not least, number 636, Tibor Kapu. I just needed practice. It got easier.
Was an easier guy. All right. So, thank you very much, guys, for this really, really warm welcome. I really feel that this is the best crew that we could join to. It really feels great to be part of Expedition 73. As Tak, the commander, said that we have so many countries in the same time in the space station, but we also have 7 out of 11 who are complete new flyers, which also tells me how much space is expanding towards a new era. One of my friends told me 2 days ago when I was asking him what should I tell in space, what should be my speeches about, and he said that if there's ever a time for speaking from the heart, then this is it. And my heart is so full right now because of you guys and because of seeing Earth for the first time. There is a lot to choose from. So I'm extremely happy to be here, happy to represent my country. On our ride up, we actually saw our countries flying above those. It's truly a special feeling. Looking forward for these 2 weeks. I'm 100% sure that this is going to be awesome. Thank you.
There are interpreters on the ground, so you guys are welcome to speech.
Oh,
yeah.
और एक छोटा सा संदेश मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों के लिए, आपके प्यार और आशीर्वाद से सुरक्षित मैं इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन पे पहुंच चुका हूं। और बहुत आसान दिख रहा है यहाँ खड़े होना, लेकिन थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, थोड़ा सा सर भारी है, थोड़ी तकलीफ हो रही है, लेकिन ये सब बहुत छोटी चीज़ें हैं और कुछ ही दिनों में हम इसके यूज्ड टू हो जाएंगे। और ये पहला पड़ाव है इस जर्नी का, और अभी आगे 14 दिन यहाँ पे रह के हम काफ़ी सारे साइंस एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करेंगे, आप लोगों से बातचीत करेंगे। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं ये जो पड़ाव है ये भी दिखाता है कि ये हमारी अपनी स्पेस जर्नी का भी एक पड़ाव है। तो मैंने बात की थी आपसे कुछ देर पहले जब मैं ड्रैगन में था, और अभी यहाँ से आगे भी बात करता रहूँगा। चलिए इस जर्नी को बहुत एक्साइटिंग बनाते हैं, बहुत उत्साह से इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं। मैं बहुत उत्साहित हूँ और मैं अपने शोल्डर पे अपना तिरंगा जो मैं लेके चल रहा हूँ, मैं मानता हूँ कि आप सब मेरे साथ हैं, तो मैं ये भी समझ लेता हूँ कि आप सब भी मेरे साथ उत्साहित हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि अगले 14 दिन बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग जाने वाले हैं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Shux. Drodzy Polacy, drogie Polki.
Okay, so the crew of Axiom 4, they're having their first interaction after they docked successfully and entered the International Space Station. And as we stay with those pictures, you heard another address from Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, who's now become the first Indian to reach the International Space Station. It's not going to be easy. It's one of the first things he said. I'm standing here, it might seem like everything is okay, but it isn't that simple. Let me go across to Dr. Okay, let's cut back. Let's cut back.
Lekcje fizyki dla dzieci w szkół, dla studentów i mam nadzieję, że to jest początek Polski technologicznej, obrazu Polski na świecie właśnie w takich miejscach jak Międzynarodowa Stacja Kosmiczna czy najbardziej zaawansowane laboratoria technologiczne. Bardzo dziękuję Wam za zaufanie. Tak jak już wcześniej mówiłem, kosmos jednoczy. Jesteśmy tutaj razem, jesteśmy silni i budujemy naszą przyszłość. Dziękuję bardzo za zaufanie i do zobaczenia przez najbliższe 2 tygodnie. And over to Tibor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. There's always a first time for anything, right? Üdvözlök mindenkit a világűrből. Ha jól számolok, akkor 2009 óta először hangzanak el magyar szavak innen. A nemzetközi űrállomás fedezetéről. Charles Simonyi után, aki kétszer is járt itt, én álltak a következő, aki magyarul beszél ezen falak között. Hatalmas megtiszteltetés és elképesztő büszkeség számomra. Alig 30 órája se vagyunk a világűrben, de már volt alkalmam beszélni a szüleimmel egy pár perce, akik elmondták azt, hogy az ő szemükkel mit láttak a Földről, amikor mi elhagytuk azt. És már látjuk, hogy micsoda hatása lesz ennek a küldetésnek, és amikor azt mondom, hogy küldetés, ez nem véletlen. Nekünk ezzel a pár következő nappal, héttel valóban egy küldetésünk van. Nem csak egy tudományos küldetésről beszélünk, nem csak kísérleteket fogunk elvégezni, egy inspirációs jelleggel is vagyunk itt. Szeretném megmutatni azt, hogy még egy ilyen kis nemzetnek is sikerült egy ekkora hatalmas dolgot végrehajtania. Én vallom azt, hogy kis nemzetek tudnak a legnagyobbat támadni. Szeretném megköszönni mindenkinek azt, hogy lehetővé tette ezt a küldetést, lehetővé tette ezt az elmúlt pár órát és a következő napokat. Még egyszer csak azt tudom mondani, hogy rendkívül hálás és büszke vagyok, hogy magyarként itt lehetek.
Well, thank you again. Thank you again for welcoming us so openly and warmly. We really, really appreciate all of you and all of the team on the ground as well. Thank you.
Okay, Houston Station, that concludes our event.
Live pictures from the International Space Station. It was a very, very brief interaction there where the crew of Axiom 4, their journey began on Wednesday and they have docked successfully and are inside the International Space Station. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, representing India and ISRO, has made history today, becoming the first Indian to enter the International Space Station. Let me see if I can go across to Dr. Ayman Jahangir, who's joining us on the broadcast. Okay, I think all right, we have Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's family there. Let's cut across live. They're speaking live in Lucknow.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और हमारा बेटा का जो है आज जो है उसका डॉकिंग होनी थी वो भी सफलतापूर्वक हो गई, कल लॉन्चिंग थी वो भी सफलतापूर्वक हो गई और बड़ी खुशी है इस बात की कि मतलब उसका मिशन जो है बड़ी सक्सेस हो रहा है और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने हम बच्चे को आशीर्वाद दिया और हमें शुभकामनाएं दी। बहुत अच्छा लगा हमें जो है हमारे प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री जो हम लोगों को जो है सम्मान किया गया है, हमारे गौरव का क्षण है हमारे लिए। बहुत अच्छा लगा, मुख्यमंत्री जी से मिला, बहुत अच्छा लगा। मुख्यमंत्री जी ने हम बच्चे को आशीर्वाद दिया, हम लोगों को जो है सम्मानित किया, ये बहुत हमारे लिए बहुत गौरव की बात है। हम पूरे परिवार के साथ माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी का धन्यवाद करते हैं। बहुत ही अच्छा उन्होंने आशीर्वाद दिया बच्चे के लिए और भविष्य के लिए भी बहुत कुछ उन्होंने बताया, जैसा कि तो हम उनका आभार प्रकट करते हैं अपने मुख्यमंत्री जी।
कल बेटा गया देश में, आज मुख्यमंत्री से मिले, कितनी खुशी की बात है, कि कैसा लगा?
बहुत खुशी हो रही, बहुत ज़्यादा। आज बेटे की वजह से हमको बड़े बड़े सम्मानित लोगों से मिलना पड़, मंत्री जी से मिलना पड़, मुख्यमंत्री जी से मुलाकात हुई हमको और उन्होंने हमारा सम्मान किया। बहुत 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 तहे दिल से उनको धन्यवाद है हमारा, कि हमारे बच्चे की तारीफ़ की कि आपका बच्चा बहुत अच्छी जगह गया है और हम लोगों को भी सम्मानित किया। तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत गर्व महसूस हो रहा है, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा, कि बेटे की वजह से आज हमारी एक नई पहचान बनी है।
Okay. The parents of Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla there. Let me quickly go across to Dr. Ayman Jahangir, who's a space traveler, also collaborates with NASA on space health research. He's joining us on the broadcast today. Sorry to come across to you a little late. We were getting that live feed from the International Space Station there, Dr. Jahangir. It's not easy. That's one of the first things that the Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla representing India said. It may seem easy if you're watching this broadcast, but it isn't easy to one, be here, and secondly, you know, be there for the next 14 days and come back safely to Earth, right? So what are the challenges that an astronaut goes through while at the ISS and, you know, while his journey to Earth, of course, will take another 14 days?
Well, yeah, so absolutely, it's not easy. First, on the human body. So he's going to take a few days to adjust to the weightlessness, and that may include being sick, having nausea, maybe even vomiting, and then also just being used to the orientation of being in space. But beyond that, they are going to have to get adjusted to living in space and working a very rigorous schedule. Every minute of Captain Shukla's day is going to be planned for him, whether it's doing research, outreach to people back here in India or the world, or even just reflecting on the enormity of this historic mission. So there is a lot of work to be had. Getting to space is just one part of it, and it'll be interesting to see his perspective as the weeks go by.
Yep. That's all the time I had in this, news wheel. But thank you, Dr. Jahangir, for joining us, on this broadcast. We look forward to speaking to you once again. What a day for India. Yesterday, that picture-perfect lift-off, and today you had Axiom 4 and Dragon dock at the International Space Station. He's now officially the first Indian at the International Space Station. The Tiranga is at ISS tonight. Thanks for watching.